Now, in the year 2025, these fraudsters started using some fraud tech. Actually, in 2025, I was working for a good company. They came, shat over there. They did use people, and then they acted like people don't know anything. They knew that some fraud institutions were torturing, but they didn't know the torture part. They thought some sly spy or some will fake it in that context. But what they were doing when people weren't watching is torture. So I act irrationally. I act fake gangster, fake strong. So I isolated one person for years, ensured that I don't have any support from my own original community, which is called our community, or any of my childhood friends, or any of my friends, and then made it look funny in front of Gen Z people. These fraud institutions became popular in front of Gen Z because they are the same cheap people who raised all these Swamijis, Babajis in North India. There are so many Babajis in North India. They're all fucking cheap fraudsters. This institutional frauds only raised them. So their duality is insane. Here they want to say Gen Z, they want to suck up to Gen Z. They said Gen Z, all of that shit. There, they're the same people who are raising some fraud babajis in all over North India, who make a fool out of fools. They so this is what in 2025 when I was working for a company they were doing. Okay, when they were faking in front of people, they were like using that. Yeah, they were they're using some bullshit narrative that I was not good at learning design. People who had done prompt engineering courses, I was kicking their ass without any certification in prompt engineering because I have been using this generative AI for years, these cheap fraud institutions, but it didn't teach me jack shit. They kicked me out of there saying, your performance is not good. I'm asking him, okay, show me what performance. He's not able to explain. He's saying, why are you getting angry? They knew, they all of them knew. When I was working for Accenture, one guy is like, don't roar at me. While he was again demeaning me, demotivating me, demeaning me, but he was like, don't roar at me. So you all understand that cheap fraud who was working for Accenture, that guy, he absolutely knows that if somebody goes after his family, suppresses him, takes off his money for years, he would not allow it. He would not roar at himself or he will not become part of some shitty pieces, cheap people. Again, there also, they tortured. They would not let me understand anything that they're talking in meetings. They'll confuse the mind, use fraud tech, use that body language manipulation. So I don't understand meetings. So I quit the company. This is what they were doing throughout.